Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm a little out of breath, ran up and down the stairs. Apparently when you're pregnant, your lungs don't have as much room, so I'm like... So excuse me while I catch my breath, but welcome to a wear test. Today we're going to be testing out the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 Foundation. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about this. People either love it or people hate it. So I figured why not test it out? I'm going to wear this for about 10 hours, if not more today, and see my thoughts because I do have oily skin. I have acne prone skin. Curious to see how it's going to wear. So if you have a similar skin type to me, then this foundation review might be helpful. But if you enjoy wear tests and if you're enjoying this video while you're watching, be sure to give it a thumbs up to let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying the content and want to stick around. All right, so this retails for $10.49. Right now it has 4 out of 5 stars, 400 reviews. That's a lot for Target. I don't think I've ever seen a foundation or makeup product have that many reviews. So I don't know if like they're really trying to push this foundation or if it was sent to a lot of people. I'm not really sure. Looks very similar packaging to some of the other CoverGirl foundations. I got mine in the lightest shade, which is Classic Ivory. CoverGirl tends to not have a great shade range. A lot of the CoverGirl foundations, the lightest shade just is still too dark for me. Okay, maybe this isn't the lightest shade. I didn't see that they have a shade lighter than this, which is Ivory. This is Classic Ivory, so this is, I guess, the second lightest shade in the range. It does seem to have a pretty decent foundation range, but just not a ton of really fair shades, you know? Okay, this has SPF 18 in it. I don't know why 18 specifically. It says that it is a foundation, primer, and concealer in one. Whether you dab a little or a lot, it is going to be full coverage. It's going to be your go-to when it comes to a naturally flawless full coverage finish. It's lightweight, cake-free, has a 24-hour formula, supposed to be hydrating, breathable, and is sweat transfer and humidity proof. This gives me Revlon Color Stay vibes. This is just like, man, that foundation goes on, stays on, and looks great all day long, and is super full coverage and matte. It's giving me similar vibes to that one. So right now it is almost 9 o'clock, so let's go ahead and call the check-in time 9. Comes in a pump, really hoping this shade matches me. I'm a little nervous that I didn't get the lightest shade. This was the lightest one that they had in the store. It also says it's supposed to be a foundation and a primer. So I'm not gonna go in with any primer at all today and just see how it goes. Okay, feels thick. Let's see if it's runny. It's decently runny. I have my sponge here. Usually I like to apply my foundations with a sponge. I feel like they just look nicer, a little bit less heavy. They don't bunch up as much as if I go in with a brush. Maybe this can be my summer shade. It actually seems to match me decent. I mean, it's a little dark, but not too bad. It is spreading nicely. Feels very lightweight going on. It doesn't feel like this is a super heavy foundation. The description also kind of reminds me of the Tarte, what is it? Amazonian Clay foundation. It kind of reminds me of that too. So right away, it's not 100% matte. I don't know if you can tell, but you can definitely still see a little bit of a glow coming through. Again, I didn't apply any primer or anything. It gave pretty good coverage right away. Like you can still see, I'd say like right now, it's a solid, maybe high medium coverage. I do have some more left on my plate here, so I could add just a tiny bit more to some of these little areas, but I don't want to overload the foundation. Like I don't want to make it look cakey. And actually I'm pretty happy with how the coverage looks at the moment. Usually this is the kind of coverage I go for a foundation. I don't love super full coverage foundations. I feel like they just look like really fake on your skin. It actually looks pretty decent without a primer or anything. Feels comfortable sitting on the skin. I'm liking how it's looking, and I feel like the color actually matches me pretty well. I could have gone a shade lighter, but maybe that would be like my winter shade, and this can be when have a little bit more sun on my skin. Sun, I mean, I'm still really fair, but you know, sun is sun. It's sitting really nicely on my cheeks, covered up my acne spots. looks nice and smooth on the skin. So let's go ahead and add some concealer. I'm gonna take the Tarte Shape Tape since that's just what I have here with me. I've been kind of like going to this because I can use it over and over, never use any other product. Like I just apply the tiniest little amount and it goes so far. And I'm going to take my normal Laura Mercier powder. This is what I use with all my wear tests. It's a great powder. If you have oily skin, it is a little bit more expensive, so I don't use it every day, but I do like to use it to get pretty consistent results when I'm testing new products. Let's set down my whole, like my entire face. I usually set down my whole face when I'm testing out foundations or just when I'm doing my makeup in general because like I said, I have oily skin. If I don't set it down, it's gonna be a mess. Set down, it looks really nice. Does look very matte. It does look like it even filled in and blurred my pores a little bit. Looks very smooth on my skin. I'm really happy with how this looks. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the rest of my makeup. I will be back to share how everything else applied. Okay guys, I'm back. It is 9:20 right now. So loving this foundation. I think it looks so freaking good. I cannot believe I don't even have primer on. Usually I always wear the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing or like my Shiseido primer. I usually go in with a primer. I cannot believe how good this looks without a primer. I feel like it looks really nice on my forehead. It is still giving me a little bit of a glow. It's not 100% like a flat matte. I'd say this is more of a satin matte kind of finish. So maybe that's like the hydrating part coming in. In the description, it says that it's supposed to be a little bit hydrating. Really love how everything applied on top. Everything was fine. I have nothing bad to say about this so far. I love the price, love the finish, love how it's sitting on my skin, and I really love like the amount of coverage that I get with this. So if you have tried this foundation, please let me know down below. What are your thoughts? Like I feel like this is a foundation that's going around and getting a lot of hype around it, and I'd be curious to see what you guys are thinking about it as well. So I'm gonna hop off. I will see you guys at the very end of the evening. It is the end of the night. I don't even know, my watch has gone into the do not disturb mode, but very end of the evening, had this on for well over 10 hours. And I gotta say, I really, really like this foundation. It held up so well, only came off a little bit on my nose, gave me a little bit of a glow throughout the day. So I feel like the skin looks very natural and looks very flattering as my oil comes through, but it did keep me matte for most of the day. Still very comfortable, love the finish. I feel like it stayed on a really good amount of time. So definitely would continue to use this product. Again, if you have tried it, let me know down in the comments, but I'm actually gonna go to bed. So tired. So tired. The third trimester fatigue is real. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any other foundations you want me to review, let me know down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.